Welcome to the Calm Cantina, where every single Thursday, starting from today, we actually cover the latest in the Black Series, the Vintage Collection, and more. So, this series is going to be where I just recap all of this week's Star Wars news. Now, again, we're starting with the Vintage Collection and the Black Series. However, we will eventually branch out into Hot Toys. I got a few myself, and covering Figuarts, all of the Star Wars collectibles eventually, but as I get back into the lines, we need to take it slow. So we'll cover this week's pickups, this week's sales that I've actually picked up or that I've seen to make you guys aware of, and some of this week's new releases. So with that being said, let's get into it. So for this week's sales, I want to give you guys a heads up. So this 2-pack right here, this is the Revenge of the Sith, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Airborne 212th Clone Trooper, 212th Battalion Clone Trooper. Now, this has actually been on sale or clearance for $24. They're originally $40. This is a Walmart exclusive, so if you guys can find it, check your local Walmarts. My Walmart actually still probably had like 5 or 6 of these. I only picked one up because I already bought 2 at the price tag of $40. I think it was worth the 40. Honestly, at $24, this is a steal. I'd be surprised if they have to mark them down much more. So I only picked up one because I wanted to unbox 2 of them, and I left the rest for somebody else. So if you guys are unfamiliar with this pack, you do get the Obi-Wan Revenge of the Sith card back. So you can see this one here. And then the other one that you actually get is the Airborne Trooper, which this one is, I feel like, going to be pretty sought after. Honestly, I think if you're looking at this in like 2 years, this probably doubles or triples. Honestly, I personally think it's going to take a little bit for it to get there, but that's my opinion. I think they'll be hard to get in a couple years, but time will tell if I'm right or not. Vintage collection is like one of those, there's just huge waves of stuff coming and going. Now, with that said, they also had the Mandalorian in Grogu Deluxe. This is only about $3 off. It's still $25, which I think is pretty steep for the vintage collection, but the regular price being like $20 now. I figured I would support the line with the deluxe now only being $25. You know, not gonna make or break the bank for me paying that $3 extra, but I thought it was worth it just to support the line to pick this one up as well as I slowly get back into it. Need a Mandalorian figure. So with that said, now we can get into the reveals for this week for the Black Series. Vintage collection, a light week. If you guys are looking at picking up the droid pack, that should actually be live as of today on Hasbro Pulse for pre-order. That 4-pack with the Super Battle Droid will actually bring it up here on screen real quick. So this is yakfaceforums.com. If you're unfamiliar, I'm sure you guys all know what Yakface is. But we actually have, this is the army builder that I'm talking about right here. This is the droid army builder. You get Geonosian battle droids and the super battle droid. You can check it out. Looks fantastic. Honestly, this super battle droid. Some people still have some problems with the battle droids if they'll stand. I'm sure you can get some like museum wax and it would probably help them stand. And then you can see everything that comes with it. Your typical blaster, backpacks, swappable arm for your super battle droid. I think the super battle droid looks fantastic. Some of the older super battle droids look terrible. But you can pre-order this right now on Hasbro Pulse as of making this video live. For the Black Series reveals, we had the Halloween reveals now. Halloween is just around the corner, believe it or not, and that's why we're starting to get some of these reveals already. So we have Mon Calamari, which is supposed to be the creature of the Black Lagoon. We also have Togruta, which is supposed to be the bride of Frankenstein. And then we have the Tusken Raider, which is the Invisible Man. So covering this a little bit further, Mon Calamari does come with this little alien man, which is a repaint of the Jedi Survivor guy. You guys filled me in on that when I made the short, because I actually wasn't sure where he was from. I haven't played the game, so let me know if I should play the game, guys. I know it's canon, so it looks interesting, but I haven't gotten that far. So we have Mon Calamari. It looks like he comes with some sort of Gundam staff as well. I think that was in the Jar Jar pack, if I'm not mistaken. If we're looking here, we have a Shock T repaint, I believe. She comes with the staff, and it looks like a repainted Porg. Everybody loves their Porgs, right? Anyway, we have the Invisible Man, which is just a Tusken Raider. It looks like, was this a Book of Boba Fett Tusken Raider? Maybe, possibly. I don't remember specifically which one it is. Maybe this is just a generic Tusken Raider. I don't know. Whatever. Does it matter? No. Anyway, so you have the Tusken Raider with like this little hat, this old styled hat. He comes with a BD. I think this is the BD droid, and then you have like Star Wars's version of an iPad. So, pretty cool reveals, honestly. If we're looking at Toy Arc, they have some of the box art. You can see here at the top. I actually really like the Halloween box arts that come out. I think they look awesome. I still think these are going to be more of a pass for me because I do stick or tend to stick to the original like movie stuff, movie material. I don't venture too far into Legends and all of these special editions. But frankly, if you are someone, I think these would be cool to display just for the Halloween, even if it was just the boxes and you have the wall box art, you take them out of the box. Black Series are really easy to take out and put back in the box. So maybe a Halloween shelf, especially if I was doing YouTube or having a set and maybe I changed out the ones depending on the season going into these holidays. Uh, that actually might be a pretty good idea. Do Halloween and then do Christmas. Doesn't actually sound like a bad idea now that I'm talking about it, but we'll see. Probably not, but we shall see. Now, the next reveal for this week, again on yakfaceforums.com, was the Jedi Temple Guards. The Jedi Temple Guards 2-pack. We already have the release of the left one here. And then this is a new one from Rebels. A lot of people were excited for the Rebels release. People also anticipate we could be getting the Grand Inquisitor as a Jedi Temple Guard as well. So that's something that people are, it's like a rumor now, or they anticipate it. I think they would be kind of foolish not to do it if everything is pretty much the same. We didn't get any sort of swappable head, so maybe a solo release with a swappable head. They've been doing more and more swappable heads, at least Hasbro has. So it would only make sense to do that. It's almost like too logical, and maybe that's why they wouldn't do it. I don't know, but they've been pretty good lately. They've been releasing, I feel like Hasbro has been releasing some fire when it comes to the Star Wars line. So that's going to do it for this week's episode. Let me know what you guys would like to see in the future, or do you prefer that I do these the day that figures release, or is a recap more of your style and works for everybody? Because then you know every Thursday something's going to be coming out, just kind of recapping everything that was shown off that week. And normally I think the pre-orders go live on like Thursdays as well for Hasbro. So the releases are already out. And I can even wait to post these till the releases are out. But with that said, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button on this video, and we'll see you guys next time.